Yeah, everybody hurts sometimes, I know that's what they say. But right now it seems this loneliness won't go away. Yeah. Can anybody feel this heartache? Is anyone around? Feels like we're running round in circles, we can't catch a breath. We can't enjoy the moment when we always want what's next, yeah. Just when I can't take no more, it's when I hear you say, don't hang your head when you get lonely. No, I'll never leave your side. And don't go thinking you're the only one that can get it right. Yeah, you got my love, 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 love down in your soul. Yeah, you got my love, 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 and I won't let you go. I know there's nowhere I can run, there's nowhere I can hide from the one who gave his life so I could get back mine, yeah. So when you can't take no more, look up and hear him say, don't hang your head when you get lonely. No, I'll never leave your side. And don't go thinking you're the only one that can get it right. Yeah, you got my love, 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 love down in your soul. Yeah, you got my love, 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 and I won't let you go. Your mercy is new every morning. Your grace sustains all of my life. You are the one that I run to. In you I am satisfied. Oh, your mercy is new every morning. Your grace sustains all of my life. You are the one that I run to. In you I am satisfied. Don't hang your head when you get lonely. No, I'll never leave your side. And don't go thinking you're the only one that can get it right. Yeah, you got my love, 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 love down in your soul. Yeah, you got my love, 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 and I won't let you go.
Hey, welcome to the ECCO Show. I'm DJ Shawnee D, and this is Folding Airplane Man. No, that's not your name.
My name's Pat Attack.
Hey, there it is.
What, are you practicing for the show? Are we doing the show later today still?
We're actually yeah.
Welcome to the ECCO Show.
Hey,
I'm Pat Attack, and this is
Shawnee D, as I've stated before while we were going live 30 seconds ago. It's okay.
I was making some paper airplanes for us.
Okay.
We hang out and throw them.
Well, let's, we've got a show to do, so we're gonna do that real quick, but we can throw them later. Does that sound okay?
Paper airplane later?
Yes.
Paper airplane later.
Paper airplane later. So let's kick it off with DJ Shawnee D's fun fact, shall we?
Let's do it. Seriously,
All right,
wait, I'm not gonna be cross-eyed this week, am I?
No, not cross-eyed this week.
As far as
this actually has to do with food and a state.
Steak and...
No, not steak.
Nevada.
No, a pickle actually.
A pickle
and Connecticut.
in Connecticut.
So in Connecticut, did you know it's illegal to sell a pickle that doesn't bounce? A bounceless pickle. Isn't that interesting?
Wait.
So back in the day, long time ago, these guys were trying to sell fake pickles in the state of Connecticut that didn't bounce. So there was a law that was passed that said you can't sell a pickle that doesn't bounce.
Wow.
Isn't that interesting?
That is pretty interesting. That's why you need real pickles for them to play basketball up there.
Yeah.
Because otherwise they don't bounce, right?
That's exactly what basketballs are made out of, pickles.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Those special orange ones.
Yeah, orange pickles. Who would have thought, right?
I want to go to Connecticut now and just check.
Eat their basketballs?
Hey, excuse me, I'm just here. I need to check out the pickles and make sure that they bounce.
Yep.
Do they know that law?
Do they know the law?
I bet
Maybe.
some of them do.
Probably. There's a lot of silly laws that still exist in some states.
I think I'd get in trouble if I went to the grocery store there.
Yeah.
And just take the whole jar.
The jars will break though.
Yeah.
Because they're not made out of pickles, they're made out of glass.
And then the real pickles will just...
Yep. Splatter all over the place. Cool. Well, let's go ahead and, turn over the memory verse.
Memory verse?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's turn over the memory verse.
What's up, guys? Here's the memory verse for this week. Lord my God, you have done many things. Your wondrous works and your plans for us, none can compare with you. If I were to report and speak of them, they are more than can be told. Psalms 40, verse 5. Hope you guys have a great week.
That was good.
That was good. I really, 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 really like this week's verse. Or this month's verse, I guess.
It's been pretty nice.
It has been. It has been. Psalm is just a great, great book of the Bible. Has songs, it has all kinds of fun stuff in it.
Yeah, and it has a lot of emotion in it. And so when, looking through the Psalms, sometimes it's really encouraging stuff. I think all of it's really encouraging. Sometimes it's not always really happy though. Like sometimes the writer, it can be kind of sad, and it kind of shows them like, oh, I feel kind of sad. And yet somehow when I read someone else that's sad, like in the Psalms, like it kind of helps me.
Yeah.
It encourages me a little
Sometimes when I read the book of Psalm, I have questions.
I have a lot of questions.
There's somebody special to us who actually has a question for us right now.
Really?
Yeah. Shall we listen?
Yeah, let's do it.
Wow! Oh, I get to do the question of the day again. Oh, this is so exciting. I can't believe it. Wow, the question of the day, I'm reading it right now, is, feeling alone is a normal part excuse me, I'll read that again. Feeling alone is a normal part of, being human. When was the time that you guys felt alone? Oh, when was the time that you felt alone? I could think about a time when I felt alone. I was alone in a cave, and there were bats and echoes of the bats. And I was by myself, and it was dark, and it was scary, and I was a snowman, and I was melting, and I was fading away. Oh wait, no, that was Olaf, and that was Frozen 2. That wasn't me. But I could have felt alone that way. When was the time that you might have felt alone? That's the question of the day. Bye.
Feeling alone. That's a sad, hard feeling sometimes, right?
Yeah, it is.
Has there been a time that you felt alone?
There have been a lot of them. I remember sometimes, like if, let's say, I think that I feel really alone when I'm not getting along with maybe some of my friends that normally I get along with, or maybe my family. And sometimes, I feel alone. I feel like I don't have the people in my life that normally I can talk to and spend time with.
Yep. Me, I had to start wearing glasses when I was in kindergarten. And I wear contacts now sometimes. Sometimes I wear glasses, but I had to start wearing them, and I felt really alone too because I didn't have a lot of friends that wore glasses. So I was kind of an outcast, and I was looked at differently, and my friends would sometimes say things to me that were a little unkind, and so that was tough as a kid to be called names because of something that I couldn't even control, right?
Right. It's sad sometimes because we think like, do we ever want to feel lonely? No, right? But sometimes we do. We feel lonely, we feel sad, and what's so great about, Jesus, what's so great about our Bible is that we have a resource that says like, hey, it's not just all happiness all the time, right? Because that would be a lie. Nobody's only happy and never experiences any sadness. They're emotions, right? God's given us emotions, and so when we feel sadness, it is something that we have, but sometimes we just don't know what to do with it, But today, we're going to be talking about a story that kind of deals with someone that's feeling alone. And it talks about like how Jesus is actually going to deal with someone that's feeling, a little bit alone or frightened or scared a little bit.
That's good because I think a lot of us feel that sometimes.
Absolutely. You know what else some of us feel?
What's that?
Hungry.
Oh.
Yeah, which is what we talked about last week,
Yep.
with all those people. So once again, even something as far as hunger, Jesus is going to address and talk about that need and how he meets that need. And this week we're going to talk about, how Jesus kind of helps us when we feel lonely. So you ready to watch the video?
Absolutely, Pat Attack. Let's do it.
Let's check it out.
Jesus had been teaching crowds of people by the Sea of Galilee. It was getting late, so he told his disciples to get into the boat and go to the other side of the sea. Jesus sent the crowds away and went up on the mountain to pray by himself. That evening, the boat was far from the shore. The wind blew and the waves tossed the boat around. Jesus was still on the mountain, alone. Around 3 a.m, Jesus came toward his disciples walking on the sea. When the disciples saw Jesus, they were terrified. "It's a ghost!" they cried. Right away, Jesus spoke to them. "Have courage, it's me. Do not be afraid." Peter answered, "Lord, if it really is you, tell me to come to you on the water." So Jesus said, "Come." Peter got out of the boat and started walking on the water toward Jesus. But when Peter saw how strongly the wind was blowing, he was afraid. Peter began to sink. "Lord, save me," he cried. Jesus reached out his hand and grabbed Peter. Jesus said, "You have little faith. Why do you doubt?" They got into the boat and the wind stopped. Then everyone in the boat worshiped Jesus and said, "Truly, you are the Son of God." Jesus proved that he can be trusted. His miracles, teaching, death, and resurrection showed that he is who he says he is. Only Jesus can save us when we look to him in faith.
That was a good video.
That was really good. A little bit frightening.
Yeah, but it still helped me kind of cope and understand the feelings of being alone.
Yeah, which is so good. Like, we had that question and we consider these things and like we have them and know, it might not have been the exact same thing that happens in the Bible, but yet we can learn about these stories from the Bible and see how it does impact us and it helps us understand the things that we go through and the things that happen in our lives.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I got some questions.
Sure, let's do it.
We'll talk about those. And also, guys, as we have these questions, like, be thinking about them because we'll answer them, right? We'll talk about them, but that's not all there is. Like our words are obviously, that's not all there is to say about these questions. Some of these questions that we ask when we read our Bibles, when we learn about stories, we should continue to ask these questions, continue to think more through them. So be thinking about that as we talk about these. So the first question is, how was Peter able to walk on the water?
Probably had some of those really, really, the new and improved gravity shoes.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
What? I thought that's how he walked on the water.
No.
Oh.
Through this is another instance of Jesus doing something miraculous.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Now most people when they're out on a boat, they're like, I think I'm going to go for a stroll. I think those shoes would be really cool.
Yeah.
I've never seen them, and even if I saw them, I probably couldn't afford them. But anyway, he's out on there, and he's, of course, a little bit frightened when he sees Jesus. But, he says, is it really you? Right? Is it really you? If it is you, like, hey, tell me to come out there. And of course, Jesus does, and he does it. Right? He might not have been wearing any shoes.
No, probably not.
But what we see is that this what happened was the power of Jesus, right? This is a miraculous thing here. But why we talk about why it worked is because Peter believed, right?
Yeah.
Peter believed and Jesus worked through that. And it just goes to show, like, Jesus can do great things when we believe in him and we trust in him.
Yeah, and he didn't even call out to Jesus too. And it sometimes reveals to me that we can even call out to God and almost test him in a way to say, hey, listen, I know your word says this. I'm going through this right now and I need your help. Yeah. And all the time, right? He's going to reach out, maybe not on our own terms or in the way that we expect him to, but he may reach out and say, hey, this is my plan for you and this is what I'm going to do for you.
Yeah. I'll tell you, it takes a lot of trust on Peter's part. Like I said, even if I can't imagine what it would be like. Someone's like, hey, come on out, walk on the water. I'm like, I don't think that's going to work out. Like, all right, I guess I'll do it, but I'd be expecting to swim, I think.
Oh, yeah.
But I think it just goes to show also that, like, like we talked about earlier, our lives are not just super easy just all the time, you know, and everything's just not always happiness. And beyond that, like sometimes following Jesus means that we're going to, like in this specific instance, like it's going to be a little bit questionable. Like, what is Jesus really calling me to do this, right? Should I be going and doing this thing? Like, and we have fear, right? What if it means danger? Or what if it means I just don't have as much security or comfort, you know? But at the same time, like in this, like it says that like Peter got distracted in our story, right? He looked around, he's like, oh my goodness, like the wind is strong, and what happened? He started to sink, you know? And what helped was Jesus said, hey, keep your focus on me, right? Keep your focus on me, you know? And he even said, like, even it shows us that even when things get a little bit tough, we need to keep our focus on Jesus and to remember that although things are difficult, you know, he's gonna be there. You know? Yeah. And how cool is that? You know, because it's not, Jesus isn't saying like, hey, sometimes I'm just not going to be around. You know, I'm just going to leave you. You know, the Bible says that God's never going to leave us.
And he always hears our prayers too.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
So what's the next question you have for us, Pat Attack?
The next question, this one's a little bit, it's based kind of on the story, but it's practical, right?
Okay.
This is a really good question to kind of talk about. And then we should remember this one. Anyway, I'll say the question. It says, when was the last time that you trusted God to help you through a hard time?
When was the last time that I asked, or I trusted God to help me through?
Last time you trusted God to help you through a hard time.
Man, there's been a lot of times, even in my own life, when maybe I couldn't afford something, or maybe I couldn't get through it emotionally, and God's always been there to give me a big hug and wrap his arms around me and let me know that he's there for me and he's listening to me when I'm praying and desperate for him, right? I think sometimes we need to come to a place of, God, I need you. I need you so much. I can't do this on my own, you know? And I think we need to arrive at that place sometimes in our faith.
That's really good. Yeah, that's really important. I actually had gotten sick recently, and sometimes like when bad things happen, I think there's what I want, right? Sometimes it's like, I want to feel better immediately, right? And no doubt, Jesus can do that, right? Jesus can always make anything. He can do anything. But sometimes like I realize that like when I found myself, you know, sick, and although I might want to get better, I've learned to say like, look, sometimes we don't get better. I'm going to hope, you know, I can get better, but at the same time, I have to know like, God, I just want to feel the comfort of your presence. Right? I just want to know that you're here because God, I have to remind myself that you are in control and that I should trust you. And when I trust in God, it doesn't matter what happens, you know? But thankfully, I feel great. I'm not, you know, not sick at all or anything like that.
That's really good.
But the thing is that no matter what happens, God's always trustworthy.
Always trustworthy.
Always trustworthy.
That's really good, Pat Attack.
Thank you.
Well, you ready to get into the last section of our show here?
Which is
the
pizza party.
Nope. That's after the show.
Pizza after.
Yeah. Now it's time for the challenge of the day.
Challenge of the day.
The challenge of the day. So the challenge of the day. But before we get into the challenge, can we go ahead and watch the videos from last week?
I keep forgetting we get to do that.
I know.
Yes.
They sent them in.
Yes. Okay.
So we got to watch their videos.
Timothy, Samantha,
calling you
Chloe,
out. Calling you out.
Shemaiah.
Wow.
Jonathan.
Okay. All of them.
Yeah.
You can hear him. I can't hear him very well. I talked with Fedge last time.
Fedge introduced me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's
Fedge
good. He knows a lot of people. All right. Well, let's watch your videos.
Samuel, catch! Throw it to Lily.
Oh, stand up. It's Samuel's turn. Samuel, how much bread can you eat? Good job. How much bread can you eat, Stella?
Probably like one loaf.
One full loaf. That's a lot of bread.
Full loaf. Maybe like 2 pieces. Here, Samuel, catch! Yeah, catch! Go to Lily.
Lily, how much bread can you eat?
6 pieces. 6 pieces.
Oh man, that was awesome.
Those were really good videos.
I really enjoy watching those. I just have such a good time.
I cry, I laugh, I just get all sorts of emotional, you know? It's
Ted
good.
just taught you a lot.
Yeah, he has.
He teaches us how to appreciate things.
Yes, absolutely.
You know, absolutely.
Yeah. Embrace the emotional side of things.
Yeah, we miss you, Fedge. We miss Fedge. Okay, well, this week's challenge of the day.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
It's gonna have to do with, remember what happened in our story? We had
Peter trying to walk on water,
That's
and
right.
you can't.
That's right. Well, we are gonna walk on some different surfaces.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. Okay.
Who's gonna do it?
So that's what I've been meaning to tell you.
Oh.
I'd like you to do it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sure, I guess so.
I've been planning out. So what I've got, and here's what we're gonna do. I've been thinking about some different things that would be so difficult or weird to walk on.
Okay.
And so I had all these really crazy cool ideas, and you get to act like you're gonna walk on them.
Wow, this should be eventful.
Yeah, yeah. So if you guys want to do this at home, what's great about this is you really could just do it by yourself if you wanted to. But I think it's
absolutely.
more funny when you have a couple people.
You gotta have an audience for
Yeah.
this one, you know?
So if you can come up with a couple of cool different things that you think would be funny if someone were walking on, and the other one of you or yourself, you could try to act like you were really walking on that.
Yeah, that would be
Okay?
fun.
Be kind of like floor is lava, but I wouldn't want to walk on lava
No.
because
No,
I
definitely
think I
not.
would just melt instantly.
Okay. Yeah, that would
I'm gonna scratch that
be
one
rough.
off. We're not gonna
Don't do that one. All right, so I'm gonna stand up, all right?
Okay, let's do it. All right. So, you ready?
Yeah, let's do it. I'm
Okay.
gonna
Make
like
sure you have-
walk in this small spot here.
It's good to
so-
have a lot of space because you don't
Okay.
know what you're walking on. Unless you're walking on a turtle, then you can just stand in one spot.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we're not, so.
Yeah, which you've already nailed that one. That's you standing on a turtle.
Okay, yes, of course.
So, the first one,
Okay.
quicksand.
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 Wow.
Okay.
Okay. All right, here we go. Okay, this is good. This is not good.
You're doing it.
Not good.
You're doing perfectly.
Not good. Not good. Not
You're
good.
doing
Not
so
good.
good.
Pat,
You need
help!
help.
You gotta help me. Whew. I do not want to walk on quicksand anymore. That's for sure. Ooh.
Nope.
Yikes.
You sink in quicksand.
Yes.
Quicksand.
Fast.
Yeah.
Quick. Right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Whew.
Quicker than we'd like.
Okay.
Okay, let me cross that one off.
Okay, that one's good.
Okay. All right. Next one. Burning coals.
Burning coals. Oh my
Burning
goodness.
coals.
It's a good thing I have shoes on right now.
Take
so.
them off. No, you don't have to take them off. You don't have to
Okay.
take them off. You can act like you don't have shoes on.
Okay. Here we go.
Burning coals.
Here we go. It's like I'm about to walk across. You remember how like some people do
Yeah,
that? Yeah.
uh-huh.
All right. Should I go back?
Again, yeah, again.
Oh, holy cow, that's so hot.
How was it?
It's rough. Like I'm really glad I have shoes on.
You've done a good job. You know, I need to be more kind. I feel like your feet would kind of hurt.
Yeah.
In your body.
They're still a little.
Yeah. If you were on quicksand or really in hot coals, it
Yeah,
kind of hurts.
it's tough.
This next one's gonna be kind of fun.
Okay,
though.
okay.
Okay. All right. You ready?
Okay, let's do it.
Jello.
Jello.
Oh,
I like to
Jell-O.
eat Jello.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah, if I could walk on my hands, I would like lower myself and
I
just,
would just
like,
want to like
eat. You know, like
that was kind of weird. I feel like I just was Jello.
yeah.
Okay. Walk.
This isn't
Walk
pretend
on-
to be Jello.
Yeah, I know,
Pat
I know, I
Attack. All right, here we go.
I'm a burning hot coal.
All right. Ooh, this feels nice between my toes. This is good. Ooh.
What flavor is it?
I'm not eating it.
What are you doing?
It's
You
green.
are eating it.
Sorry, it's so good. I love Jello.
That looked like fun.
It is
Jell-O's
fun.
good.
I would love to swim in a pool of Jello.
Do you think you could swim in Jello?
Maybe.
I
If
feel
it
like I
was
would just belly
Yeah.
flop on it.
All right, you want to do one more?
Let's do one more. I want you to walk on a whale's back.
A whale's back.
A whale's back.
All
A
right.
whale's
I'm
back.
gonna try my best shot because they might be above water or they might be below water.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, that'd be tough. All right, here we go. I like surf first because they're like right above the water. Like, okay, cool.
Watch out for the
Get my
blowhole.
balance. Whoa, yeah, sprayed
Watch
me
out for
right
the
in the
blowhole.
face. All right. Oh, they're going underwater. Oh no, they're going underwater. I can't swim. They're going underwater. Oh. Holy cow.
There you are.
Swam back up to the surface. That was rough.
You did a great job.
Thanks,
Those
I
were all
appreciate
convincing.
that.
That's good stuff.
I hope you enjoyed that at home. That was super cool.
Yeah,
That was-
I want to see some. I want to see some different ones. Come up with any kind of service
Yes.
that you could try to stand on.
And remember, send in your videos so we can watch them, okay?
Yeah, and it can be surfaces that really you can't walk on.
Yeah.
Because what happened in our story today?
Yeah. Try to walk on water.
Yeah, but they did.
Yes, they
But
did.
why? Can
They
we
did.
walk on water?
I have never walked on water before.
No, me either. I just read that story that one time. Oh yeah, that's the one we were talking about today.
Yeah, with Peter.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, and because we know that only such a thing could be done by
Jesus.
right? And his
Hey,
miraculous
Jinx,
power.
you owe me a Coke.
Yep. Coke later.
Okay.
Coke later. Pepsi party later. Paper airplane later.
Paper airplane now.
It's about that time.
Yes,
It's about
we're
that time.
ending the ECCO Show.
Yeah.
That's
Echo,
it.
Echo.
I'm kind of sad that we're ending, but I'm super happy I get to throw this paper airplane.
We're gonna have a lot of fun.
All right,
Okay.
cool. Well, I'm Shawnee D.
I'm Pat Attack.
And see you later.
Send us your videos. How much bread could a bat bake?
Bake bread.
Let's follow up with that this week. Can we?
What? How much bread could a bat bake?
Yeah, and we don't know about bats, but we asked Batman, and he said a half loaf.
Batman? I was talking about Lion King. Remember where Simba has that interaction with Mufasa? Remember.
He is. I said ice patches, burning coals, and Jello. So
I would absolutely love to recreate those.
I want you to. Yeah, you should do it.
See you later.
Send us your videos. You literally hit the camera. You've been playing too much darts. Yeah.
I was literally at the beginning of the episode.
afraid of
I
it
said
coming out.
at the beginning of the episode. I said I'm hitting that camera.
When fear is coming, still you're calling me. When faith is lost and my hope exhausted, you will be my strength. When my mind says I'm not